they can actually do what they want. They can add a huge patch in, they can change all the maps. In theory, we're getting a new map. I don't know how that one's going to work out, but in theory, we get a new map in a month. If they're sticking to the normal agenda. So yeah, I have no idea. And then they could put Fracture and Icebox back in, so they could really change up everything. As we see a fast B push with no pressure middle. So everyone can just look at this. That can't be a pistol, surely. I mean, nicely done from FUT. They handled the one pass, the push from the one. I mean, I guess they were expecting them to be over towards A. But the odds aren't great. Okay, honestly, one of my least favorite pistols I've seen for a while.
Push up from Gen.g. Looks like Texture is still keen on peeking this. He might just get a bit of a coordinated flash push here because I see Munchkin does have his flash drive available.
Yeah, I want to see if Texture's going to find anything with the Sheriff at the moment. It is the powerful weapon. Flash in, drones here. It's going to spot everything out. They're going to try and get in front. Down, Kajik is up. The expectation on a couple of players from Gen.g to push, but they're going to be kept at bay by the dart.
Why do you think FUT dropped the fade angle? I'm not sure. I think Mr. Fallon can't play anything though. I think you can just interchange them. Like the Silver is better. There's no doubt about it.
Setting themselves up for a retake. It is just the pistols, of course.
Yeah, we'll see if there's any damage done, but they need to get, like, in terms of Gen.g, they have to get 2 kills. Because we've got double, I mean, we have FPX by.
Again, damage the name of the game for Gen.g at the moment to try and take away any of these guns, but unfortunately them, none will be there. So for FUT coming away flawless means that the bonus round in the next can actually look pretty decent. Absolutely.
Turkish Ascent? Yeah, something about this map. Something about this map. The Turkish teams do just dominate. BBL had some changes though, so it'd be interesting to see if they keep up their dominance on it. Alright, big buy rounds, Mr. Fallon. And it's one of the agents that isn't greatest with the judge. Obviously, you kind of want the smokes with the judge a little bit, some kind of movement. But still a strong gun. Munchkin.
I think you might want to just take the gun out of CNED's hands in a situation like this, but whether or not we'll see that, there looks like some sort of
instant recon over towards B as well, clears list information.
So that should be the stalling of the play.
Damn, we didn't shoot this dart. We didn't shoot this dart, and that's just a spray through the smoke.
Still frolicking about at the front entrance of the site.
Lovely jump through there to make sure the trade can happen. No way they're going to win this round. Actually, UTJ got a mad kill, by the way. Like this kill here, I don't know how he saw him.
As the plant goes down, they know there's a bit of vulnerability at the moment. Drone denied. Lakia with a shock dart, the only bit of utility, but none of it matters.
How have they won this round? How did they manage to force through the choke point 4v5? Shout out to Mr. Fallon. The jump through kind of made the big difference in my books to actually make this one doable, and UTJ's kill is just bonkers. I don't know. I didn't even see it ping, that's the thing. I think that's just the amount that he's played. He just knows that this is the most common angle that someone's going to swing. You either swing left or right at this box, so...
As Gen.g prepare for a bit of an uphill battle.
He got scanned from the recon. Are we sure? I thought we were on him. I thought he didn't. Either way, that forced them down to an eco. They get the bonus. Get the bonus. Money's flowing on 2 of them.
Destroyed by Munchkin. They know he's here, and they know he's got a share, so they're gonna be a little bit careful about making sure that they, take him off his mark. Flash comes in, aiming, clear it up. There is a split, by the way.
This was pretty chill from them in terms of that A main. Bit of pressure over towards A main. They had a recon. Oh my, hold up.
That's huge, and now it's all narrow focus on the entryway.
Roman Flash is incredible, hits all three.
All three members completely out in the open. CNED down to the count. Mr. Traded as well. This is
wow,
good
this kind of
Gen.g
switched pretty fast.
Some
Some nice shots hit. 4 guns to upgrade. Don't know how many. We'll keep an eye on how many we get.
Great round once
I think
again.
one of them is pretty disattached. I think they got 3 out of the 4.
On their heads, and now I'm looking forward to what FUT have got in terms of strategic set plays in store against this Gen.g side. They came into this Ascent, of course, with their map pick being the one. But crispy shots like these can instantly turn
they hit
any
some
game
shots.
around. Not careful.
Meteor bringing out the Marshall. So yeah, only 1 gun rebuy, so they got all 4 upgrades on that. That is huge. Well, money's flowing for everyone now. It's a little bit low for these 2-4 on top. If FUT get a plant, they might buy.
Pushing out is always going to be a risk. No turret to be
if
seen
they lose.
Up on top either, so just bait him into a false sense. No texture. It doesn't matter that there's a double.
Yeah, there's a nice dash to get out of the jet diff.
Mr. Fallon's getting up a little close.
He has the spike.
Yeah, he does, and he does have a drone. I'm pretty sure he's not going to overextend here.
CNED gets the attack on. This is interesting. So this is something that CNED likes to do in Na'Vi. My biggest complaint was that he never got a chance to get to any angle. Like, my biggest complaint was when he used an op-on attack in Na'Vi, Angel's dead within the first 20 seconds.
There is enough time to change things up for FUT if they wanted to. Munchkin completely caught off guard, and now the focus looks towards the side. Larkia down to sub 60 HP. Things are looking a little bit more dire for Gen.g around the site. It starts to close on him. A nice shot from Karen, actually, to edge out Mr. Fallon. You're not going to be able to get a lockdown here by Yedajay, you would think, as the spike is in the open. A shot out from Texture. He's looking for another just Texture staple round.
And with that, FUT have been put in stop.
What the heck? What the heck? What?
Well, and he turns
that must have been one of the sickest things I've ever seen. How?
What the hell just happened?
Now Meteor needs to come back with something as well. His teammates done everything for him, but in the smoke, out of Captain says no for the 4K at the end of the round. Yeah, absolutely wonderful from out of Captain. Steps up.
That first kill looked ridiculous.
Absolutely insane stuff, honestly.
Like that, we saw it from the POV of the guy who died. Yeah, look at this guy. What's he doing? Getting the admins to check his PC or something?
The crowd getting riled up here. Of course. Global Esports would love to watch their
mate, that was mental.
Give it his best, and they will support him with all their life.
The operator is going to be out for Texture again, so he wants to be protecting his life in this round, and I am seeing the filthy gun rear its head again. It's Larkia. That's going to be over at the B site, so we'll keep an eye out for any cheeky wallbangs a little bit later on. Judge for Karen as well, but a really large emphasis on mid-control for FUT. Opening frag, though, again from Texture, and it's CNED shut down once more.
Yeah,
CNED is getting a little bit wrecked at the moment. I would like to see CNED after, like they're giving him, in terms of FUT, they're giving him some tries, right? They're giving him some tries to kind of jet pick with the op. Now I think he's got to accept that he has to start sending it more inside.
Well. You weren't expecting them to be so quickly into water. That spot is wallbangable, so Munchkin just has to make sure he gets out of this one. 50 seconds to go.
Rax needs to be aware of the fact that there could be 2 players here, and through the smoke goes Munchkin. He finds one straight in, and the lockdown now committed by the attack.
Yeah, if Karen gets out of here with a dark cover, he can either put it at the main entrance or he can assist
this
out
guy
with
could
the
be
operator position of Larkia, but they're reading into this one. They know where the lockdown is.
3v5, they put ult into it, by the way.
Tagged up by said ultimate ability, and as the plant starts to go down, do they know that Karen is actually in the site itself? The Judge needs to get up close and personal, and it does. Look at the distance.
He had the tech there with the crouch as well. Mr. Fallon.
On to Mr. Fallon, a 1 versus 2. Larkia has that Odin, remember. They're waiting for the swing, and there it is.
That was nice. Insta touch of the spike, you know he's going to swing.
Yeah, is, of course,
Played it pretty well in the end. I think that it was relatively bold to use that ult in that situation, but they also chipped down the money a lot. So I actually don't think it's as bad.
Following that, the Hunter's Fury, great to take out Texture, but what they did not expect was Karen being under heaven with that Judge, making sure that he finds at least one before he goes down, and the instant trade up coming in from Meteor through that wall bank to take down Yedajay.
Because these two that died into this round, they don't have much money on this one. CNED gets dropped the gun.
Ultimate's available. Too much of an impact for the defense, for the offense, but for the defense, they do have Munchkin with the no
Omen ult to the back of... Wow, what a nice strat. You fake a fast A and then you Omen ult to the back of B, and most likely you're going to think it's over towards A somewhere.
I think that Gen.g have bit it hook, line, and sinker.
Wow, I tell you what, this with like a Judge or something as well would work pretty well. I like this strat in general. I think this has mad potential. This is really, really cool. Omen flash early on, everything to make it look like that. Still though, he has the whole of sight. All he has to do is just smoke off these choke points. He only has one smoke though, they can't smoke market. Yeah, and Meteor's just like, well, let's try and make a hero play. He's on his own. Wait, this was such a legit strat. This was so nice.
A null command to go in for a retake though.
And that's probably going to be the win condition, or at least retake condition. They've got a recon as well. They've got 2 shock darts, and there it goes. The retake is on.
It is on. Mr. Farland is in another postcode over at the A site, by the way. But here comes the spam. A good one.
Keep an eye on this log. Has he got 2 here? 1 with the Sheriff. Stays alive over towards this.
Gen.g are
still a lot of ults though.
They have taken off the flanking, Mr. Farland, as I say that as well. Lucky are in for another one. This gun is actually getting some damage on in cracks. And Yedajay bringing into a 1 versus 2. The spam in from Lakia. He's found a 3rd in this round, but there's not much time to get the defuse.
Dude, what a sick round. One of the better Omen ult rounds.
Yeah, that was quite a late execution from Gen.g. They were a little afraid of that one-way smoke towards B main as to how they could get caught out, and because of which
but this is cool. I like that a lot.
For that, CD-sided contact to come in, but they actually lost a player. There was a trade there, and then Yedajay was making sure that he was patient enough, to hold on to his frags. And instantly,
they love rounds where Omen commits instantly. Yeah, that's actually very true. They've always been a fan of that.
This is looking a lot better for FUT, a lot more cohesive. Their plans, their crossfires as well, just have a lot more grounding to them. And now it's quick again. We expect this from Gen.g over at B main.
Yeah, forces Gen.g down to a low buy as well.
Have a peek on in. This time though,
it's actually, I tell you what is nice. Even though we always complain about like same comp, same map, etc. Still nice that we still see new things. And I think that kind of actually speaks a lot about the game itself. Like, we still see something that's relatively sick in terms of this map. That's pretty cool. Because in like CS it would just be like a different smoke or something. That's like a whole different thought process, whole round from an ult.
A lot of emphasis on texture with the Phantom over at A, having both initiators at B.
Yeah, they've got 2 ultimates actually. If they want to actually go for this, play on the...
that's info. That's huge.
That's big as well, yeah. Fragment's ready, and that's going to go down the right time. Deliver maybe a little more time.
Oh, I like that, because the nade pushes them back from the smoke as well. Honestly, the timing of that util wasn't too bad. Nade pushes them away from the smoke and then they recon out. It's a good dash check from CNED.
Traded through. This is great to come out from FUT, just trying to mitigate any damage that Gen.g can throw their way.
Yeah, Karen does have a paranoia to maybe clear off an angle.
Mr. Fallon gets his ult into this one to secure it if they want to, or at least gets his ult into the next round.
Going to be the plan going down. Mr. Fallon with that plan gets down the Hunter's Fury for the next round, but this is going to be the end for Karen as well. 1 clean kill, yes, but no more. Which
seems to surprise you the most in terms of their good and not so good performance? Interesting. I mean, True Rippers definitely surprised me. I didn't think they were going to be anywhere near as good as they were. Even though they have a lot to learn, I still think that maybe in the off-season they're one of the ones that surprised me the most.
There's a gun round
what
coming
team
forward as
in terms of
well.
not
Sacked
so
by a
good
couple of
performance?
odds, 2 away from a lockdown for Meteor.
Who am I
The question
calling
was
out?
asking earlier as well, what would Meteor look like coming in towards this series? Is he going to be able to just bolster down on a site itself? Because we have such stark comparisons.
Trying to remember the whole of last season. GE,
GE,
I mean, GE have a stand-in. You can't really judge them too much.
Yeah, pretty early, and information commitment there. They did get a tag, but nothing more. Couldn't follow it up, and that's going to be probably what big ultimate. That could have been used for the post flank here.
Well, if Munchkin does use the null command here and gets down, he can get revived. But we'll see. He goes in for a kill. Meteor's there as well.
That was lovely as well, knowing that he might be hugging the wall.
Into the B side
yeah, let me have a little think about that underperformance.
Meteor for another shot, a reveal for a rotation in tiles on towards cracks. Mr. Farland will get traded out, meaning it is just the KO alive for FUT. I dare say not going to be expecting Munchkin to be
not even going to check this one.
Oh,
oi, 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 oi.
Okay. Not like this.
Should have been helping your teammate out there. The knife.
Dude, I'd still be in for a patch where you get a extra orb. I'm telling you. I think a little patch, get an extra orb for a knife. I think that changes the game a little bit.
I don't think we have. We got 2 aces in one game.
Yes.
We've had.
Will Bankai play today? Nah, he's not playing this whole event. I'm pretty sure.
And one thing I do want to highlight is CNED's, inactivity in this half as well. He's not been able to give the impact that we were expecting him to give, that he did in the Ascent that he played earlier.
I mean, at least it's being offset by
honestly, with how with how
what
much
you are
potential
playing.
they've had or have, I think I would say I'm disappointed with Heretics. They picked up a lot of players that looked really good in tier 2.
Again, just being shut down.
And he's alone as well. Look at these, one by one, they're just giving these kills. And Meteor has picked up finally the pace that you were talking about.
He's woken up, hasn't he?
Absolutely.
Starting to get some frags.
Yeah, let's see. They kind of need every single round here, though. That's the issue.
For Gen.g, 5 versus 2. Player scoreline, Mr. Farland and Ada Captain need some individual heroics at the moment. But yeah, they are just so split around the map. Lakia attempting a little bit of fate with the peak, but at the end of the day, falls away, and it's information.
K-Corp? Yeah, K-Corp would do good. K-Corp are that one team in EMEA that you don't want to play. There's always like those kind of teams that you don't want to play. And I feel like K-Corp are one of them. Because you're expected to beat them, right? But they're actually a scary team.
I mean, we'll see what damage can be delivered.
He's not going to do it again, though, right?
Then we start to cook with gas, some more information, but you do start to feel like the edges are closing around you. Munchkin gets taken down as well, so there's the 2 from Ada Captain.
15 seconds.
Well, Arkia starts to come in with the Odin as
nah.
well. Ada Captain for a third.
Nah.
There is some magic
He is solo winning them rounds.
Well,
You've got a partner in a weird position.
He's going to try and deny that plan. Good assumption, but it's not going to be enough, it
seems.
There's
no time!
No time, right?
He missed the time, he's in the head, the shot from Meteor, that is the round, he comes out with the 4K.
This one got close, though, I'm telling you. Atta is doing some outrageous things that probably just shouldn't be. I mean, this is almost 2 rounds now that he actually managed to win. Got the Sova all out of them as well, yeah, it did great damage.
Oh, it's going to turn into a 2 versus 2. Let's play it safe. Let's use the lockdown. But no, it's the ambition to just rip a Hunter's Fury dry. You get a tag. You've got
every map right now, where does FUT need one player to be a hero? A lot of the, I mean, some of their rounds at the moment have been a lot of hero plays, honestly. And I wonder if it's because CNED's maybe not sending it in as much as you would like. It feels like there's, when I watch, when you kind of watch a normal Ascent, it's always, apart from it, maybe more over towards A than it is towards B. I feel like he's dashing over towards B a lot. But I feel like FUT have been relying more on the kind of on the other like initiators, really, initiators and smokes to actually do a lot of the legwork. And maybe that gives us an insight into Na'Vi, right? Because I always said when I watched Na'Vi that Angel's just dying, but maybe when CNED has like an op or something, but maybe in practice, like CNED actually just doesn't go through some of the choke points with his op, or doesn't take enough risks that Angel's compensating for it.
Yeah, but now as we do look to get back into it, look at the weaponry that FUT
We have knives though,
with,
let's see. We have knives, so it should be absolutely
Yeah,
sending
there
it.
is a lockdown available for the side of Gen.g, so they can play a little bit more safe this round, and that seems to be the plan as well. Everybody is in a more passive position this time, making sure that these pistols don't cause too much damage, especially that CNET also has his knives out, which is usually when he finds himself ripping a new one.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to wait and see if that's going to be the case, because at the moment they are starting to come up with a plan to shove 3 members down mid. Spike again being looked after by Mr. Farland, just experimenting with what to do over around A, and Gen.g around B.
I mean, they have no smoke for spawn, right? Because they took so long at middle that they had to use another smoke for middle, which means they have no smoke for spawn.
Munchkin has a lot to do. A fragment can be thrown out the doorway, but where else do you think?
Omen flash over towards B main. This is kind of nice. And then are they just gonna wait for another smoke? Is this like a slow, methodical B split? They wait for one more smoke now and then they send it. 2 back is sight.
2 in back of Boathouse, however, revealed, missed shots off the blade, seen at 8 HP.
How his texture got 2.
With the shorty like that, the collateral cracks him for 2, Larkia for 1, and now it's all on to Gen.g to see if he can come out with something spectacular. He's got his little
4
buddy
bullets as
beside
well.
him, the turret, but it's not really going to do too much. The spike is down. Texture misses the shot.
Another shorty kill.
Oh
My goodness. No time to plant though.
1 versus 1.
Wait, what? Yeah, the plant's gonna go down.
Still going in.
Yeah?
The plant.
Last round in the half.
No time.
No, the casters didn't check the time.
I think we both missed that. We got a little excited by seeing what was happening. Texture, I'm not quite sure if the comms went in because it's sitting there for quite some time as well. And
That's so funny,
back
man.
of which should be a half
I felt sorry for the casters here. They didn't check the time before it went to like the camera shot, so they're like, what the hell? The round's still going on, but there was like 2 seconds left.
They've got a couple of ultimates to work with. The lockdown available for both sides here. Even if Gen.g didn't walk away from that round with a victory, he's gonna walk away with an ultimate that's gonna be pretty.
Okay, this is gonna be a good like, chat. Let's hyper focus in right now on CNED with the ARP. Because I gave Angel a lot of flack, but maybe it was CNED that should have been getting the flack. If he hasn't made a bold play by 45 seconds...
I mean, it's stacked in the ultimates again from FUT, right? Gen.g with the lockdown, you can be answer back with Meteor's lockdown as well, so they keep each other in check, but if they go in with cracks on the null command of Stone, which is now ripped as well, it can be the entry to get in towards this site. Starts going through the tree.
Should be swapping his op over now and dashing in. Yeah, okay, he actually takes no risks. Look at him.
Yeah, absolutely.
He uses dash to dash away.
But what's gone off is the null command, and that's when the lockdown comes in, and they can hold this down with all of their players. Yeah, and that has to almost just be the disconnection from FUT as well. Out of captain down, which means they cannot from the shadows over to the side of the map. Gen.g is actually
the Jet's not going to send it out.
Has to just turn into a flank for him. Imagine if he had the lockdown. Now, actually, they're sending the spike over. This is going to be such a risky move. That's
lovely shot though. Holy.
The Munchkin completely caught it off guard. He wants to go in, destroy the lockdown. This is just a
what does it matter?
round for FUT. There's 15 seconds sub. They're bringing the spike back to A.
Yeah, this is not going to
work. Okay, so yeah, so Navi had so Navi had enough.
Yeah. Absolute shambles, and Mr. Fallen, I mean, how do you even get to the smoke? There's no time.
I wouldn't be surprised if that actually kicked off like their whole internal thing. You know that I was saying that like there was a thing in Navi where it looked like they all hate CNED. Honestly, I wonder if Ascent just kicked off something mad and he wanted to buy an attack op loads, but he was never actually taking a risk that warranted having the attack op.
By both Gen.g and the crowd as well at this point, because everybody
is a very nice comeback from Gen.g. Let's put that out there.
Amazing players.
But
I mean, they're finding
did CNED having an ARP actually do anything? No, not at all. Did he ever take a risk for it to ever do anything? No, not really.
what was working for them on Ascent and to forget about Haven.
Yeah,
I would probably ban him
and,
from buying an
Gen.g,
op on attack if I'm on his team.
Was a bit of that operator magic. The minute Texture actually found his footing on that
like
operator,
on
he started
attack
getting
for sure.
back and forth. CNED being completely eliminated every single round, finding himself in these obscure positions where he's got nobody to support him, no utility as well, and he's taking these fights even when he knows he's constantly lost them. Has been so troublesome because they're going into these sites without their spearhead actually helping them out, and somebody.
Yeah, so maybe we were blaming Angel, and it was actually CNED. Kang? I was gonna bring up Kang because Kang is a good example of an attack op, and you see it a lot in China, where people have people. I mean, they just Kang takes risks, right? And that's what it's all about. Like you need to take a bit of a crazy risk in terms of a peek over towards short or something like this with your dash if you're not dashing into the site. Like you have to be actively trying to seek the pick. Otherwise, what's the point in having the op on attack with a jet? Or at the very least, when it got to the 45-second mark here, he needed to throw the that was a great flash. He needed to throw the op over to someone else and dash into the site instead of using the dash to avoid getting killed once he missed the shot.
Hard time to find these opening kills, isn't he?
Yeah, good shock dart there. Lakia does take up quite the chunk of damage.
So how the hell did it work in Ascent? Were we all just too crap at the game? How the hell did Ascent win champs? We were all just too crap at the game. It has to be that.
No pushes from FUT from the A side yet, even though so much has been shown by Gen.g. They're being a little bit meticulous about this.
Yeah, they're playing the 2-2 split. Mid's completely off guard. No alarm bot there either, so it's false information that they have to wait to see what.
True mystery. Yeah, I think it's I think single limb. It must have been single limb, and everyone was just awful at the game. Oh wait, Jet was a lot better back then, to be fair as well.
Need a reload. Cracks.
Oh my.
Needs a double. Teammates are starting to arrive from CT as well.
How is he alive?
He's holding it down at the back of the
How are some of these FUT players doing this?
Finds his third, and it's all on the Munchkin now. I don't think they exactly know where he is. Gen.g though, he has tucked, so maybe he has the sixth sense that Munchkin comes down the stairs. Now he's been spotted to try and dodge out. Gen.g cracks. Just swings.
What the hell?
Hits him in the face and finds the 4K.
Dude, if they win this map, it's so down to the individuals.
Master, a 4K sitting in the back of B site, delivers quite the round for his team when they most.
I'm flaming everyone today. No, I'm trying to piece it all together.
Losing CNED especially, it seemed like Gen.g would have actually gone into that B side with quite the power, but they were isolated one after the other. I'm not quite sure why they didn't flood the back of site and take him out, especially in the last one. I think Meteor was taking the fight and Cracks was actually on the reload.
Look at this guy, man. Chat, who is this guy? The CEO of GE? I feel like I always see him. He's always at events. He was the guy that was super vocal at Lock-In, right? Is it Lock-In?
After overwhelming the site,
oh my goodness, that is a ding. Co-founder.
A bit of damage already delivered onto outer captain.
Yeah. Oh, Meteor, he wants to give a little bit of his own damage to CNED, it seems, and now he's being pushed. Mr. Fallon needs to be careful. Gen.g, he's gotten control of the map on the other side. He might just get a free kill on towards Catwalk, and he's actually going towards spawn. This might be quite the turnaround because look at Gen.g, heading back towards mid.
He's got a farm. No armors.
Gen.g comes and saves him up.
Spike down mid.
I mean, everyone gets a kill at the same time, man. Stereo frags. Co-owner of Global Esports. Emi Rahul. Okay.
But with Texture fighting Gen.g, with Texture fighting CNED, it is the Jet of FUT that falls first yet again.
Oh, Texture, okay, another one from him, and Cracks is now desperate to take this Jet down. Otherwise, there's going to be troubles across the board, and finally he does so. Lucky left alone, and he's going to be back.
Okay, honestly though, pretty decent damage.
For Gen.g, that could have been a scary one for FUT, but they stabilize thanks to Gen.g's shenanigans towards B main. Gets a little bit of extra information, a little bit of extra ground control, and make sure that FUT are securing their 8th.
2 kills in the round though means that this is going to look like a bit of a weaker bonus coming into it. It's still a pass mark. Yeah, now that we have the weaponry.
Would Shopify Rebellion win champs if you can teleport them 2021?
what fake telling are they going to be able to do?
I don't know, man. I would have to watch back 2021 VODs. Maybe I do want to do that at one point. I want to watch the first Reykjavik just because that will be horrendous. But then I want to watch. Then I actually want to watch
if he dies again on this one, no more peeking.
maybe some of Champs. Oh, I can't watch the Liquid games, man. That one's too brutal.
Drone is going to push him back, of course. He's going to just get away, making sure that this
Maybe watch the final of Champs.
Guarded as heavily as possible.
Yeah, the B main play again though. So there's two extremities being played with full FUT at the moment. Paranoia in, and luckily for Meteor, he will be able.
Okay, let's tune into this one because big buy round obviously for Gen.g. And if FUT could win the bonus again, then.
Damage being exchanged. That alarm bot keeping Gen.g at bay, keeping Gen.g at bay for the moment, but he's going to instantly fall back the minute it's activated.
Waiting for Karen as well to get his smokes available over towards the B side. They can split. Preemptive door shut down by FUT too, so there's only 2 players on the site at the moment.
I mean, at least the guys on the site have guns.
Upset in the boathouse before. Captain and Gen.g
Oh, they waited for the flash.
Captain wasn't revealed just yet. Now he is with
And there's 3 at spawn, so FUT could definitely flood this with a flash.
Seconds to go, and when the flood starts to come out from FUT, commanding frags though from Gen.g. It's actually going to equalize into a 2 versus 2 again.
They're so low HP. This is so doable. So doable for CNED. Might be one of his easiest. Yeah, and the way that he's spamming, he knows he's super low.
Think he's gonna be. It doesn't matter. Low HP gets the kill.
So chat, what is that? Is that double pistol? Is that double pistol and double bonus on this?
Really confidence boosting ground for this team as they will go ahead further. And we still have GE texture and a little bit of a remembrance for SK Rossi as well, it seems. But for the moment, we got to focus on what's ahead of us, and Gen.g have already conceded 3 rounds early into this second half.
Oh, poor guy just got something up on his phone. He was ready to show it.
Last round should have been theirs for the taking, but the only problem was once again that boathouse on the back of B. How did they tackle it, Komodo?
A lot of options. I mean, you got to remember as well, if you're steamrolling in towards this site too, and you do have Karen too far away, you get a standard smoke down over towards
Tokyo Masters Navi EDG. Bro, I remember that game. The Tokyo Masters Navi EDG was one of the funnest games to watch. That was where Navi lost like every clutch, right? That was the one where Smoggy just won like 7 clutches under 10 HP or something. What do I think of RRQ's new analyst? I don't even. Who do they pick up? The problem is I'm never gonna know.
Might just be on the cards, but they cannot give up more than 10 rounds here.
Unless you've like worked with people you don't really know.
And the Odin's been brought out. Mr. Fallen's feeling a little bit of a spammy moment himself.
And I don't think this is going to be expected either, because when you look at the last round, you look at the more passive.
Wait, did they pick up Frost? As in the one who was coach of 100 Thieves for Is it American Frost? This guy dots around so many orcs, man.
Oh, okay, Texture gets one from the air, does not follow it up.
But they're in, and that's a problem right now for FUT. They need to make their moves over to this site. Null Command actually ripped and cracked him down for the count. Mr. Fallen.
Wait, Frost is the Talon coach? Oh boy.
Coming on through, but it is going to go into a 2 versus 2. Munchkin and Meteor. The spike is on the lane side of things, though. A Null Command is available. A Vandal is pilfered.
I had no idea that happened. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how they do. I remember this guy in Rocket League. He was like he was very loud about Flipside. Very, very loud. He's very outspoken.
The information that Gen.g might be able to find for Captain to help here. A 0 point goes on out from Munchkin. And misses Gen.g, but he's taken down now. Captain spotted, noted, not finished off just yet. But Munchkin, this is actually being read by Captain perfectly. Gets the kill.
Yeah, bro, they can't lose rounds. They actually can't lose rounds. The individuals are just so good right now.
On the flawlessness of this half.
He should have just waited for another couple of seconds instead of peeking out. Captain, that's the Turkish brain that Tash was talking about as well.
Yeah, they're just losing some of the big rounds. I feel a bit sorry for Gen.g. Maybe overall they've been playing a little bit better. Like,
serious that he
Overall, they've been playing
has
a
clearly
lot better to
showcased
have
himself
a scoreline that should be a little bit closer. His
His
run's been kind of close, the money's still low though, so maybe there's a chance.
And Gen.g now in deep, deep trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I had a captain, I guess.
I mean, Atta is actually just winning everything, right?
Coming in towards this series, he was absent in the first game against True Rippers.
I think he's won two huge rounds, which I don't think he should have won, and then he nearly won another 2v5 as well. He was relatively quiet on Haven, but that is a very nice timing with the util in middle.
Gonna try and find information about market, but nothing gained at all. That's a hard loss. That's your main talisman resting away.
I mean, that is literally just the recon going to middle and them knowing that, him just knowing the timing of the scanning for when you're gonna turn the corner. It's quite funny watching people that like watch a lot. I know that Mr. Farlin watches a lot, and that's only going to happen in terms of the internal clock, like timing wise, if you watch a lot, really.
But you've got a player advantage as FUT. You don't need to be taking these risks.
Yeah, it seems like they might be going for a bit of a fake, but
Recon
once again,
goes in, scans, and
Farlin right to the
how
smoke,
has he
right
done
down
it
the cover
again?
at the exact same spot as Texture.
Yeah, dude,
Right,
you would
does
just,
strike
if you
right
get
to
2
the
kills like that, you would just be firing one taps.
Well, it's a 3
You just think you can do no wrong.
deficit for Gen.g. They don't know that CNX would have the operator posted over towards this line either.
Okay, so it's 3v5 in a big buy round and they haven't seen anyone.
It would be quite risky, but with 30 seconds to go, where do you even look to move things in this round? Karen on towards Craxer from the shadows. It's tempted. He could technically sneak it to the boathouse.
Yeah, but the distraction towards mid is going to be important. Lakia,
Lovely
great
shots.
But now they need to get
3v3.
towards that B side where Yedajay
Kind of
is
all comes down to Yedajay to actually hit this shot over towards.
minutes, and
There we go.
also eats up Munchkin as this round is pretty much done and dusted. Karen's theatrics will not help them anymore. It's going to be 11 for
I mean, they got this one
Yeah, I mean,
doable.
you could see what the idea was for Karen as well. If you could get into somewhere on the B site, maybe you look to keep Killjoy Yedajay over on the side itself. It comes down to a little bit of unfortunate timing for Munchkin in the push in. There's so many angles if you're trying to go in through to the B site from the main position by yourself, right? So you just got to gamble at that point where you look first, and unfortunately it does come down to a little bit of timing in the end. Another great round from FUT, though. They are definitely on the trajectory for a victory here.
All right.
A lot of ultimates to work with.
I mean, I can't really see them getting any rounds, especially with these ults. I mean, they would have to combo these. They have to do something now. Like this is the last round where they're actually gonna have a good chance in terms of money, in terms of ults. And they peek this corner with no util. Oh my goodness.
And Co there. Not gonna happen.
Drone out as well from Mr. Farlin, but what a sharp shot from out of captain. Again, another 3 versus 5 scenario where Gen.g are kind of being punished a little bit, caught off guard. It's not even really at deep positions either, is it?
Yeah, Meteor can explore that B main side where CNED's actually posted up with the operator. He does have Killjoy utility to support him as well, and Yedajay himself.
Do you think True Rippers would have won a match if they had a coach? Yeah, no doubt in my mind.
Well, I mean, you can't really off-put him without a flash.
They should have won a match without a coach.
Still going to spot you out before it even pops. So for Meteor, that is quite unfortunate. So he didn't get out of this tricky situation. I like it. Cheeky.
That's kind of nice. I'm not gonna think that he's in this corner anymore. But I guess if he didn't have vision block, you'd still know he's there. But
30 seconds left.
30 seconds.
lovely shot, bro. He looks so on right now.
Yeah, it's pretty much done and dusted. Match point coming in.
Look at him.
With the
Man, he
final
doesn't
kill.
actually
Dramatic
miss.
Captain once again, of course, him to close it out as he has been.
Okay, 6 chances. What was the third map? Lotus, right?
Second half. And what a shutdown as well, right? This
Chat, I don't wanna jinx it, but I've gotta say it. This is the first map where we haven't had a tech timeout. We're actually so close to doing it. 6 chances. Time is still going. We have a chance to actually have a map without a tech. Pause.
Gen.g isolated, and they've just carried all the momentum. It's a flawless defensive half so far.
Yeah, and Texture trying harder once again.
Man, they put so much into this. Holy, that was a really good KO to stop this though as well. Nice to see that they're actually just preemptively using their ults before dry swinging into corners. All kind of comes down to the server duel here. Okay, it should be done.
Back with their lines. Cracks already taken on Lakia. This is going to be turning out to be a massacre for Gen.g.
And another one goes down. Meteor to the hands of CNED. So little by little, this map is starting to look dire for Gen.g. A peek from Karen into CNED, a trade from Munchkin, but that is it, folks. With Munchkin's death comes
lovely defense from them, really. I mean, chat, we made it. Who would have thought? Okay, so Lotus is coming up.